by Citra and Team.
सूर्य चंद्र तारा तुम्हारी आज्ञारे बरसंती ज्योति राशि तुम्हारी कुसुम प्रति प्रभातारे हसाई आनंदे भासी धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा अटे अनंत पार अटे अनंत पार कि सुंदर कि आनंदमय एही विशाल संसार धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा अटे अनंत पार अटे अनंत पार तो भक्त जीवन एका तो भक्त जीवन भगत निमंते तोर शंख चक्र चिन्ह शंख चक्र चिन्ह एका तो भक्त जीवन एका तो भक्त जीवन भगत तो माता पिता भगत तो बंधु भगत हितरे तोर नाम कृपा सिंधु नाम कृपा सिंधु एका तो भगत जीवन एका तो भगत जीवन एका तो भगत जीवन जय जय
ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Narada, my son, I will now reveal to you a secret about the Supreme Sriman Narayana. You must go and meet the king Indradyumna, who rules above thee. He is a noble and dharmic king and one of the greatest divinities of Lord Vishnu. He longs to see Sri Purushottama in Sri Kshetra. You go down to earth and take him to Neelachala, where Neela Madhava lives. And do
As you say, Pujya Pitashri,
But there is an important thing you must remember. Upon Emma's request, Madhava has disappeared from Nilachala. You must ensure that the king does not grieve for this. I myself will appease Sri Purushottama and bring him back to Nilachala. Now the king will see with his own eyes Sriman Narayana in wooden form.
Pujya Pitashri, I will take your command to the lost letter.
King Indradyumna, who ruled over Malava in Satya Yuga, was of spotless character and a supreme devotee of Vishnu. The Suryavanshi king belonged to the same lineage as Brahma and was his fifth attendant. The king, who was an epitome of all that was just and fair, endeared himself to the Praja.
Is he not the king who was like Brihaspati in learning, like Indra in glory and prosperity, and like Kubera in wealth?
Precisely. Not only that, he was the Raja who went to Purushottama Puri, which is present-day Odisha. In fact, this holy place has been described in the various Puranas as the most sacred shrine in Bharatvarsha.
Yes, you have hit the nail on the head. Indradyumna did go to this place which God Purushottama had made as his permanent abode, Vaikunta.
But the king was not initially aware of this holy Kshetra, is it not?
This is true. Once in the assembly of scholarly persons and those well versed in the Vedas, Indradumna asked his chief priest about this.
Pujaniya Munivar, is there any place on this entire earth where I can see Supreme Lord Narayana with his mortal eyes?
O virtuous ones, experts in the knowledge of holy places, is there anyone amongst you who can respond to our Raja?
Adharniya Rajan, I've traveled through many holy places on the earth since my childhood. There's a renowned land in the subcontinent of Bharata known as Odisha or Utkala. It is on the shore of the Southern Ocean. In the holy spot called Sri Purushottama or Nilachal Dham, I stayed an entire year. This is where I received the blessings of Sri Jagannatha himself.
Mahoday, what I have just heard is overwhelming. Can you tell me in detail where this Nilachal Dham is and how to reach it?
Yes, Adharniya Rajan. Nilachal Dham is in the sacred Purushottama Kshetra, the land of the supreme. Nilagiri mountain lies here, surrounded by dense forests on all sides. Atop this mountain is a giant banyan tree, the Kalpa Vriksha, and the beautiful holy lake Rohina Kund. Close by, Mahavishnu stands in all glory and radiance, adorned in shining blue sapphire, and is therefore known as Nila Madhava.
Mananiya Mahoday, what else did you see there? And how must one worship the Parabrahma, my Vasudeva?
Adharniya Rajan, those who worship Purushottama after taking a dip in the Rohina Kund will get the benefit of doing 1,000 Ashwamedha Yajnas. They will attain moksha. A little distance away from this grand idol of Sri Vasudeva is the Savara Deepaka Ashram. Savaras or hunters that live here are great devotees of Vishnu. There's an ancient legend associated with this place. When a thirsty crow came here to drink water from the Rohina Kund, it attained moksha on seeing Madhava. Since you're the greatest devotees of Sri Vishnu, you should worship him in Nilachala.
The pilgrim, after giving all this information, vanished even as everyone was looking on. Vandaniya Panditji, what we have just heard is superhuman. I wish to immediately undertake a pilgrimage to Purushottama Kshetra to worship Neela Madhava.
So it be, Adharniya Rajan. I will ask my brother Vidyapati to first visit the region. He'll explore the entire area to find a suitable place for you to stay there and undertake the worship of the Lord.
Please do this without any further delay.
The royal priest immediately sent Vidyapati in search of Nilagiri mountain. Vidyapati was only too thrilled and felt blessed to go on such a journey. Vidyapati traveled for several days, crossing rivers, mountains, and forests.
Yeah, Tobin.
He crossed Ekamra, present-day Bhubaneswar, before arriving at Nilagiri.
Vidyapati was happy when he spotted the giant banyan tree on the peak of the Nilagiri. He was just as excited to discover the Sabra Deepaka ashram close by.
Bishwas Basu, the chief of the Sabaras, warmly welcomed Vidyapati. He washed Vidyapati's feet and offered him water to drink.
We are very happy to have you in our humble abode. From where have you come to this heavily wooded forest? You must be tired and hungry after a long and difficult journey. Please allow us to offer you food and water.
O great devotee of Vishnu, I will not have anything to eat or drink until the purpose for which I have come is fulfilled. I am the priest of King Indradyumna of Malava. Upon my king's orders, I have come here to see where Neelamadava lives. Until I see him, I shall fast and not have even a drop of water to drink. O Pujya Mahoday, please take me to see Sri Neelamadava.
Janardana is our secret and our means of sustenance. It is indeed our misfortune that he will soon become known to everybody. But I have to honor my guest. We already know what you have just said. We are aware that your king will visit this place to have the darshan of Sri Jagannatha. But you are more fortunate than your king because you will be seeing Neelamadava directly even before he does. Come, I'll take you to the place where he resides.
Vishwas Basu and Vidyapati left early next morning to worship Sri Neelamadava.
This Kalpavriksha you see there, one would be rid of the gravest of sins by just standing under its shade. All the devas, including Indra, would come here to worship Sri Jagannatha. They would have the remnants of food offered to him. This alone will keep them free from samsara sagara.
After taking a dip in the holy Kund, when Vidyapati came upon Sri Neelamadava, he stood in a trance. He felt ecstatic as never before, and tears rolled down his eyes.
O all-pervading Paramatma, you are the only one worthy of being worshipped by means of all holy rites. O beloved of Kamala, Purushottama, I bow to you. Save me, redeem me from the miseries of the worldly existence. I surrender to you and seek refuge in your lotus feet.
Vidyapati stood before the Supreme Srihari, drinking in his beauty and radiance through every pore. Bishwas Basu spoke to him.
Mahoday, the day is drawing to a close. It is not proper for us to linger here when wild animals are likely to prowl. Come, let us go back before it gets dark. You must be tired and hungry.
But Vidyapati was in a state of pure joy. He felt neither thirst nor hunger. He did not feel exhausted or even pain when he walked on rugged, thorny terrain. He walked back to the ashram with Vishwas Basu in total silence, euphoric from having had such a divine darshan of Srihari.
You know, this trip to Purushottama Kshetra was full of mesmerizing revelations for Vidyapati. He was wonderstruck at the lavish spread of dishes placed before him.
O gentle one, you have brought superhuman and divine objects to serve me. These are not found even by the kings. I am surprised that these are found in the abode of a hunter. I am curious to know this.
Since you are our most respected guest, I shall reveal this secret to you. Every day, several devas come here with various divine articles to pray Sri Jagannatha. They sing, dance, and offer these objects to him. What we serve you are the remnants of food offered to him. We live up to 10,000 years and we live a long time. By having this, all our sins perish and we attain moksha.
I am indeed blessed to have Purushottama's Nirmalya. Oh, fortunate one. I am indeed fortunate to have your friendship. I wish to be here and serve Sri Purushottama. Alas, I have a duty to discharge and have to return to my king.
True what you say. I shall reveal another secret to you before you leave. Your king will not be able to have the darshan of Sri Jagannatha when he arrives here.
But why?
The Supreme Sri Jagannatha will hide himself from common view. Then your king, unable to see Purushottama, will ought to undertake fast unto death. Then he will see Purushottama in a dream in the form of Dharu Brahma.
What a wonderful Leela of Paramatma is this. Is our king aware of this?
No, he is not aware of it. And please do not reveal it to him. And take this garland as prasadam. Your king, it had adorned Neela Madhava's neck.
I will do as you say.
Vidyapati embarked on his return journey to Malava. Meanwhile, a violent gust of wind blew, scattering the golden sand everywhere at Nilagiri. Under its impact, Rohina Kund and the idol of Neelamadhava lay completely buried.
On seeing this, the Devas were plunged in grief. They were no longer able to see the beloved Narayana. As they grieved over the unfortunate turn of events, they heard a voice.
O Suras, do not waste your efforts. From now onwards, it will be very difficult for earthly beings to behold Sri Narayana. But by bowing down at this place, where Neelamadhava originally dwelt, one will get the same benefit of directly seeing him.
Vidyapati returned to Malava to a royal welcome. He presented the king with a Nirmalya garland.
Adharaniya Rajan, this garland adorned Sri Neelamadhava and was given especially for you. This does not ever fade or lose its fragrance. This bestows prosperity, kingship, and happiness. It dispels misfortunes, sins, and evil spirits.
Today, my life has become fruitful. I see Madhava in the form of this Nirmalya garland. Oh, fortunate one, please narrate to me in detail your experience of seeing Neelamadhava.
What can I say, Adharaniya Rajan? This idol of blue sapphire is very ancient. It is worshipped by the Devas every day. I have no words with which to describe Sri Neelamadhava's radiant beauty. He is resplendent in all glory, holding the Shankar, Chakra, Gada, Padma. He stands very tall on a golden lotus pedestal. Lakshmi Devi sits to his left, and together they bless all devotees. Sri Anantasesha with his 1,000 hoods stands behind him, while Garuda and Sudarshana stand with folded hands waiting to serve him.
While Vidyapati was narrating, Narada suddenly appeared at the court of Indradumna. The king warmly welcomed him, washed his feet, and inquired about his well-being.
Narayana, Narayana. You are indeed fortunate to be so devoted to Vishnu, the cause of all causes. It's only after seeking Sri Mahavishnu's blessings that Brahma received the knowledge needed to create the material world. Mahavishnu's lotus feet is the only shelter of all living entities. Vandaniya Munivar, today my acts of penance, charity, study of the scriptures, yajnas have all become fruitful with your presence in my humble abode. What do for you? What is the reason for which you sanctify my dwelling?
Hey Indradumna, the most excellent tournament king, Brahma, all the devas, siddhas and rishis are pleased with your flawless qualities. Unwavering devotion to Paramatma happens only by practice of devotion in 1,000 births. You are fortunate to have his darshan.
Pujaniya Munivar, I now crave to have the darshan of Purushottama. I would feel blessed if you could accompany me to Purushottama Kshetra so that we can behold the Supreme Lord together.
I am equally happy to accept your kind request. I will take you to that holy place and tell you everything about its sanctity.
On an auspicious day, King Indradyumna, Narada, and the king's entourage began a trip to the Purushottama Kshetra. When they arrived on the shores of the Mahanadi, they learned that a sudden and violent storm had occurred in the region. They were shocked to see the whole of Purushottama Kshetra buried under the sand. Nothing was visible anymore.
Vandaniya Muni, what is this? I fear that all my endeavors are futile.
Do not despair. Oh Rajan, your desire will certainly bear fruit. Surely, you see Sri Purushottama, for the sake of blessing you, he will incarnate on the earth. In fact, my Pujapita Sri Brahma has sent me to help you accomplish this. Let us rest the night here.
The king was pacified. The royal party commenced the journey the next morning and reached Ekamrakanan. As they crossed the river, the king heard the sounds of various musical instruments.
Pujaniya Muni, what are these sounds that we hear? Have we already reached Purushottama Kshetra?
Not it, Rajan. This is Ekamrakavana, the holy spot where Lord Gauri Shankar dwells. It is the place where being upright is sought refuge.
You mean Shiva, the protect all scared? After all, was he not the one who with a single arrow demolished the 3 cities of the Asuras? Who could he be scared of? And in refuge? I wish to hear all about this rare and unbelievable event.
Upon the king's request, Narada brought alive before King Indradyumna the events that led to Ekamravana becoming the abode of Shiva and Parvati.
Come, let us see what happened when Leela Lokita, that is Shiva, married Parvati and continued to stay at his father-in-law's house, enjoying all pleasures.
Parvati, my beautiful daughter, after severe penance, you have married the man of your choice. We do not know his caste or his language, but you never leave his presence day and night. What is so special about him? What has he given you? You stay here in your father's house, enjoying all the pleasures, the ornaments, the clothes, finery you wear are given to you by me. We here, the girls on the 3 worlds, leave their father's house after marriage and are adorned by their husbands in his house.
Parvati was extremely pained to hear her mother's words. Just then, Shiva walked in.
Ah, how is my beloved Parvati?
Most revered Lord, master of the three worlds, how is it that you choose to stay in your father-in-law's house? This is not done even by the poorest of men. I'm not happy that we should stay here. It's not befitting to us. Is there no other place for the two of us to settle down?
As you say, my dear, I will immediately look for the right place for us to live.
Taking Parvati with him, Shiva immediately began scouting for a place to reside. He crossed all the Tirthas and came to the northern bank of the Ganga.
It was here that he built the beautiful city of Avimukta, what we call as Varanasi now, is it not?
You are right. This city with its several ghats, palatial buildings, gardens and mansions grants moksha to human beings. All those who were afraid of worldly existence sought refuge here at Shiva's holy feet.
In fact, many kings ruled over Varanasi. In Dwapara Yuga, one of them named Kashi Raja performed severe penance to please Lord Shiva so that he could defeat Mahavishnu in war. Shiva granted Kashi Raja's wish and even offered to fight Mahavishnu himself.
In the battle that followed between Mahavishnu and Kashi Raja, Mahavishnu with his Sudarshana Chakra rendered Shiva's Pashupata Astra ineffective. He cut off Kashi Raja's head with his Sudarshana Chakra and also burned to ash the city of Varanasi.
Shiva became extremely frightened when he saw Vishnu destroy his most beautiful Avimukta Kshetra. He felt sorry for his rash act and prayed to Vishnu.
O Supreme One, O Narayana, obeisance to you. Forgive my offense. I committed it out of ignorance. O matchless One, who is infinite and immeasurable, I seek refuge in you.
By performing several austerities earlier, you have acquired much strength from your body. I am surprised that you fought against me for the sake of a mere king. You acted blissfully. It is true that your Pashupata Astra cannot be vanquished by Devas and Asuras, but the Sudarshana Chakra is a form of my anger. It cannot spare even you. Now, if you wish to stay here with Gauri for a long time, and if you wish that Avimukta Kshetra remain here for long, you must do as I say.
I will follow your command to the last word, O Supreme Narayana.
On the shore of the southern sea against the Nilachala mountain is Sri Purushottama, the holy spot known after my name. My idol, made of blue sapphire, is there. I reside there in four bodies: Jagannatha, Balabhadra, Subhadra, and Sudarshana. Custom we go here at Manikanna Tirtha of Avimukta Kshetra and proceed to Ekambra forest. Stay there in Parvati. My bidding, there you will be crowned as Kodishwara, the king of one crore lingas.
On account of my stupidity, I had been arrogant. I will immediately proceed to Sri Purushottama, but kindly promise me that you alone will protect and sustain Sri Purushottama where I dwell, so that it will never perish hereafter.
So it be.
King Indradyumna was delighted to hear Narada's narration. He bathed in the holy Bindu Sarovar and then worshipped Kotishwara with all fervor. Pleased with his prayers, Lord Shiva appeared before the king.
O great King Indradyumna, a Vaishnava like you is very rare on the earth. Your desire will be perfectly realized after some time. O highly fortunate one, Sri Purushottama is the body of Mahavishnu. I, Neelakanta, have been established at the tip of the conch-like holy spot along with Durga Devi. Now, Hari, with the blue sapphire body, has vanished. Take this king to that place. Build the temple of Sri Narasimha there. Let the king then perform 1,000 horse sacrifices there. At the end of those sacrifices, O Narada, show him that wonderful tree which has the form of Brahman. The heavenly architect, Vishwakarma, will carve 4 statues from it. At the time of their installation, Sri Brahma himself will come to complete the honors.
Your word, my command, Parameshwara.
As the pilgrims proceeded towards Purushottama Kshetra, they discovered an idol of Lord Narasimha buried below an aguru tree.
What could take the darshan of the enchanting idol of Ugra Narasimha will be liberated even from the worst sins. Let us now worship the fearsome form of Narasimha before proceeding to the dwelling place of Neelamadava.
Meanwhile, Sugatha, the son of the divine architect Vishwakarma, built the temple of Ugra Narasimha in 4 days. The idol of Narasimha was duly installed along with his consorts.
Finally, Narayana Madhava was earlier being worshipped, but the Lord was now completely submerged in the sand and thus hidden from public view.
Munivar, alas, it's so unfortunate. Even after reaching Purushottama Kshetra, I find that Neelamadhava is buried and not visible to me.
Hey Rajan, do not get dejected. It is usual for all auspicious things to be hindered by hurdles. When the obstacles are removed, surely you see Sri Purushottama.
Pujaniya Munivar, what sin could I have committed in a birth as a result of which this Sri has now before Munivar, even in a dream, I have not offended anyone in this world. I have left no right or king. I have insulted no deity, kinsman or servant. Kind Maharishi, please take my son back to Malava and crown him king. Let all the other kings who have come here at my behest return to their kingdom and lead life normally. I will remain in this holy spot and meditate upon Neelamadhava. I promise to fast unto death until I get his glorious darshan.
Oh, learned Rajan, how is it that being an ocean of courage, you despair? Do you not know? Even the best of men have to take at least 100 births to be able to see the Supreme Lord with their physical eyes. Who can completely understand the divine leelas of Srihari? Even after his several thousand births, one cannot understand his Maya. Though I am his staunch devotee, have I not been deceived by him many times?
Purushottama, now know that this is where you eternally reside. Please grace this humble servant with your glorious darshan.
Hey Rajan, your grief has come to an end. Since you saw the Lord at the time of dawn, your deed at this time is soon going to come true. Only the
Munivar, you are indeed blessed. How was it that you knew that I had seen Madhava in a dream? Munivar, I beheld Sriman Narayana. How glorious he looked, respected with 4 wonderful hands sitting on a golden throne. How blue and divine he looked, with Ananta hovering over him like an umbrella. He was wearing a glorious garment.
Hey Rajan, your grief has come to an end. Since you saw the Lord at the time of dawn, your dream is soon going to come true. Only the fortunate being will see such a dream as you have. Do not reveal this to anyone. Let us now complete the yajna.
As the yajna was in progress, a couple of attendants of the king came running in excitement and spoke to him.
Oh Lord, we have seen a strange tree on the shore of the great ocean. Its top is sunk deep into the sea waves, but its roots float above on the waves. It's red in color and is marked with conch and discus symbols.
We have never seen before a tree like this. It resembles the rising sun in all its days. It has filled the entire shore with sweet fragrance. It is definitely not an ordinary tree. It must be a celestial one. We are sure that some god has come in the guise of this tree.
Pujani Munivar, what would this indicate?
Let us complete the yajna in the Purushottama. Your dream is soon going to come true. The tree, indeed, is not man-made. The hair that had dropped down from the body of Sri Mahavishnu has assumed the form. The Paramatma has already manifested himself in the world in this form. Come, let us see the divine tree that holds her.
To the accompaniment of musical instruments, the tree was brought ashore. The king worshipped and glorified the divine tree. It looked exactly the way Purushottama had appeared in his dream. It had 4 branches as 4 arms. Indradyumna's eyes brimmed with tears as he bowed down again and again to the tree.
Just as the king wondered how the deities would be sculpted from the tree's wood, a divine voice resounded from the skies.
Hand over this tree to a sculptor who will soon arrive to carve the idols of the Supreme One. They will be exactly as you had seen in your dream. The sculptor will carve the idols behind closed doors. You should not open the door until 15 days have passed. Make sure to play musical instruments outside continuously for 15 days, for no one should listen to the sounds of the carving. O King, Sri Purushottama has manifested himself with a desire to bless you. He is pleased with you. He will grant all 4 aims of life to all living beings. You must build a huge temple to house the deities of the Supreme One on Neelachala, close to the shrine of Narasimha. Only the descendants of Viswasvasu and the heirs of your priest Vidyapati must undertake the task of adorning Paramatma in future festivals.
Saying this, the divine voice ceased. King Indradyumna dutifully followed its instructions to the last letter. Once sculpted, the beautiful murtis of Jagannatha, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshana were installed at the Puri Jagannatha temple.
As foretold, Brahma himself installed the 4 idols and duly worshipped them. He then addressed Mahavishnu.
Oh Paramatma, bestower of all blessings, infinite has been your unwavering devotee in the course of 1,000 births. And now he has seen you. Let him continue to meditate on you through yoga of devotion and holy rites. Let services be performed in different places on different occasions.
Indradyumna, I am delighted with your devotion. I grant you the boon that your devotion to me shall ever be steady. I assure you, O great king, and that this temple cracks and crumbles, I will not abandon this spot. I shall stay here with this wooden body till Brahma's life comes to a close. You must perform Abhisheka to my idol with holy tilkas every year on the full moon day of the Jyeshtha month when I was born. This will destroy all the sins acquired in the course of a crore birth. Even those who merely watch this Abhisheka will get this benefit.
Ever at your service, O Supreme Narayana. I feel blessed indeed.
Oh, for phase one, everything has been accomplished for your delight. Your wish is my wish, and there is no difference between us. If a man wishes something and serves me here, he will definitely get it. The king in your company can now go to Satyaloka. Let all the devas go to Sargaloka. I will continue to stay here as long as you live.
All those assembled, sages, devas, bowed in obeisance to Purushottama and left for their respective abodes in keeping with Jagannatha's words. Now, millions of years later, the beautiful temple continues to exist and houses the Supreme One. From here, he bestows a ceaseless mercy upon the suffering souls of the world.
Not only this, but according to Purushottama's wish, 3 excellent chariots were built by the divine architect Vishwakarma in a single day to carry the deities in procession as an annual event, the famed Rath Yatra.
The rathas, fitted with gold and decked with silken clothes, were installed by Narada in accordance with the injunctions of scriptures. Sri Vasudeva's ratha, fitted with 16 wheels, was marked with the emblem of Garuda. A lotus emblem was placed on top of Subhadra's chariot, which had 12 wheels. The 14-wheeled ratha of Balabhadra, which is also known as Taladhwaja, had the palm tree or Tala as its symbol.
Jagannatha tume para Brahma, Jagannatha tume para Brahma, Juge juge satya sanatana, Juge juge satya sanatana, Bhagavata sara tume para Brahma, Purana prasida sarvotama, Tumi Ramo, Tumi Shamo, Tumi Narayano, Tumi Ramo, Tumi Shamo, Tumi Narayano, Tumi Vito, Bhogahoto, Tumi Parayana, Tumi Vito, Bhogahoto, Tumi Parayana, Jagannatha tume para Brahma, Juge juge satya sanatana, Juge juge satya sanatana. Om Namo Narayana, 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 Om Namo Narayana. Jai Jagannath Maharaj ki jai. Dear audience, thank you so much for your overwhelming response. But I have to appraise the show would not have been possible but for Mrs. Citra Ramaswamy, our director and script writer of this play. The extensive research she has done to put up this play is tremendous. We have no words for her dedication, and she gave the actors so much of confidence and assured each one of us that we could do it. Her patience was immeasurable. Team PK wishes Mrs. Citra Ramaswamy a great and healthy future where she puts up more plays with all of us. We truly enjoyed ourselves and seek the blessings of Lord Jagannatha for her and her family. We would like Mrs. Citra Ramaswamy to come up on stage. I can only say thanks to the
this entire cast that has been superb, especially my very, very young teammates who are above the age of one. Above the age of one, all of them. I'm extremely happy and thankful to them for fueling this passion of mine and making this a grand success. Thank you so much.
If you can please stay back on the stage. That is indeed a beautiful performance. Thank you, Citra aunty. Our cultural volunteer, Devabrita, is going to felicitate these wonderful performers. A big round of applause for them.